Earth signs, what is coming up for you for the week ahead in your career and abundance, and also in relationships? Well, it looks like in career, you may have a bit of a setback. It might be back to the drawing board for something that you have had quite a few hopes around. And maybe this week you realize either it's not as easy as it seems, or that you may have to rethink. It's sort of the end of a bit of a dream there, or a plan, but you are being urged to strike out into new territory with the Page of Wands. This is my card of backpacking. So metaphorically, you might have to kind of look out for fresh fields to conquer, even if you don't feel like you know what you're doing, you don't have a roadmap. There is also some excitement here about, fresh energy, not knowing what you'll discover. So it's a real sense of curiosity and kind of following your passions on this as well and seeing where they take you. And the message seems to be that there is justice on the other side of this, so that you will be heading in the right direction. You will be supported in this endeavor to go out into new territory without a map. I'll pull more cards on this shortly. For your love life, it looks again to be quite disappointing on this side. There seems to be some heartbreak here, some separation maybe indicated, or just a sense of cool distance between the two of you right now. And you're just sort of feeling dissatisfied, seems to be the word that sort of encapsulates this. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So it seems as though you had your heart set on an offer of tangible kind of progress in your current relationship, or if you're single, waiting for that person to kind of reach out to you, and that offer just is not forthcoming. There is no opportunity to move things forward here. The Knight of Pentacles moves very slowly anyway, so it may be that this offer that you're waiting for, you've realized it's not going to eventuate in the way that you wanted it to. Look, it could mean, because this is the card of slow movement in reverse, maybe there is quick movement coming in. I'm going to have to pull more cards just to get the true essence of this. Let's look first at career. So we've got a real back to the drawing board vibe on your career for the week ahead, and maybe beyond. It might not be this exact week, but this is the energy in your aura at the moment. Look, there is a lot of joy to be had, emotional satisfaction here, and it looks as though it is going within with the Hermit card. So that is like, okay, back to the drawing board and really starting from scratch with the backpacker. Like, okay, let's start again. But there is an element of emotional satisfaction and joy and excitement in that. Clean slate kind of thing. And there we see there not only the roadblock, but also this beautiful unconditional love kind of card that came alongside it. It's almost as though the universe is telling you to go back from a path that you may have really wanted that was not going to pay off in the way that you wanted it to. So you're being made to go back to the drawing board. And when you circle back and start going within and doing more strategizing, because we've got the Person of Air card here, which is all about using your brains, making plans, writing down, ideas. It is very sort of language orientated. Rational, can be sort of a lawyer type person, teacher. It's all about thought processes and strategizing. So look, that is going to help you get around the roadblock and get to something that is going to bring you so much joy with this Anamkara card there, which is normally a relationship card. So, it could bring in an air sign business partner, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it is going to make you feel very emotionally fulfilled. But yes, it's about going within and doing a bit of homework, it feels like. But take heart, because it is really going to pay off. It is going to be very enjoyable, and it feels as though it's going to be fruitful. You're being course corrected by the universe here. For your love life, let's take a closer look now at these energies. Yes, it does seem to be a disappointing time in your relationship vibes at the moment, with the disappointment there of the Four of Cups. Now, this could be just feeling quite glum and maybe not even in the mood to see any offers coming into you. But it does feel as though you are healing right now, and that is something that is very beneficial for you right now. Take a break, kind of recalibrate is what the energy seems to be. There is an indication here that you need to have a bit of a closer look, maybe at yourself or maybe at the person or people in the mix here in your relationships, because we've got two people cards out. Now, they're both feminine energy. So there's the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So this could be female energy that is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this one is air signs. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So either this is representing parts of your psyche that it would be good for you to work on or study a bit more closely, or these are actual people in the mix here, and it will very much depend on you. Just see what relates to your situation. The Queen of Pentacles is very grounded and practical, and maybe this is your cue to get more personally grounded and practical in terms of day-to-day chores. That really helps. It's kind of that therapy of cleaning out a cupboard or something. And then there's the Queen of Swords, and that is all about thoughts, really managing your thoughts, having kind of a peaceful mind, using your logic and your rational kind of mind to find calm is what it feels like. So take that as it resonates for you. But we definitely got the eyeglasses. There is something that it would be good for you to pay more attention to. Look at the fine print. And as I say, it might be about you and your own psyche, because that theme is coming up quite a bit this week. And it could be just the people around you, paying a bit more attention. And this is normally the card of success, but I got more like flags. It's like paying attention to the red flags. So I'm not using the meaning on this card at all. I'm sort of thinking that maybe you need to get better at spotting some flags, and maybe they're green flags as well. It's sort of like stopping, taking the time to think rationally, with the Queen of Swords energy there, about the behavior, the practical behavior that someone may be exhibiting, their actions, and the actual reality of things, not the hopes and not the feelings, but the actual realities of a situation. So it might be more about paying attention to the flags and giving yourself a break here. And this segues perfectly into the third topic, which I've already recorded, and it seems to be like extra directed at you because you also got this card out, the a Scorpio card with Saturn in the 8th house. And the 8th house was indicated in my reading for all signs, this very card. So this is, you may well feel that you've got trials and tribulations that are transforming you, and they are transforming you for the better. But it's important to really go easy on yourself during this time, and don't beat yourself up about things that you are, hoops that the universe is making you jump through so that you learn stuff. That's the best way I can describe it. The universe wants you to keep your spirits up and just keep the faith, because one of these days everything will work out perfectly. At the right time, everything will fall into place. And so it really is not striving, struggling, beating yourself up. It is just going with the flow and waiting for everything to unfold in its perfect time, and relax while you wait. That seems to be the energy around your relationships this week. And let's now go to my third topic, and you will see what I mean, because I have pre-recorded that one for all signs. And please pay close attention. It does seem to be particularly relevant to you, my darlings. The message for all signs this week is about 8th house issues, which is transformation on a really deep level. And Saturn showing up there, indicating that the lessons about this or the challenges may be on the tough side, but any challenges you are facing is for your ultimate growth and transformation. This is kind of phoenix-like energy where you go through the fire and then come out completely changed for the better. And what I was reminded about when that message came through was to treat yourself really gently through this. Don't beat yourself up about what you believe to be bad karma coming your way, or things that you've brought upon yourself and you're like, why am I so stupid? Anything that you are thinking along those lines. Treat yourself like a little puppy that is still being toilet trained, and it knows what it should do, and sometimes its biology just takes over, and there's really no point in whipping or beating that little puppy. Treat it gently, and treat yourself in the same way on your spiritual journey as best you can. But let's see what the cards also want to say this week about your deep transformation that may be occurring right now. Well, this is a time for you to let down your barriers that you might have really put up, defense mechanisms that might be very well entrenched, because it's time to start looking to the future with a much more optimistic view. And this message is coming through week after week, optimism and having a sort of more expansive view of what's possible for you is this repeating message. And we've got the Chariot. These two cards together actually indicate foreign travel or travel even a short distance, but Chariot is also things that happen really quickly because your intentions, your conscious and subconscious mind, your yin and your yang are all focused on moving forward. They're working in concert. And that is when you clean up your psyche there to get rid of any kind of subconscious drives. That's when you can start moving forward at quite a pace. So it is time to relax your boundaries a little bit. Let's see what else the universe has to say about that this week. Yeah, look, you are really more grounded now. You feel more connected, and so this is part of letting down your energetic boundaries too, and actually feeling not like an island, but as though you are part of something much larger. And of course you are. What are the words on this card? We are nature. Becoming grounded, embodiment, living in connection. Beautiful. And look, you're almost there. So the worst is over. You may have been going through, a quite intense form of transformation, but be gentle to yourself. It is nearly done, and it is time to actually look forward with a lot more optimism to the future. So I hope that helped you, my darlings. If you'd like your own personal reading, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. Meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love and joy for the week ahead and beyond.